up like this, 10 and 2, and 8 and 4. That was kind of interesting. If we don't have any action by this point over here, then it's... God, I think... I mean, the potential is there for some really cool shit to start appearing, huh?
You always want more, Pat. It's beautiful. I mean, could it get any... I mean, it doesn't need to get better. It's perfect. It's just beautiful.
If it didn't have the clouds, then it would be really bad.
No, it'd still be pretty, but aren't those, that right there where those trees,
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So pretty. I'd like to paint that. My stomach will not stop growling.
You're hungry.
I must be.
All the money.
They're so dumpy looking.
What do you mean dumpy?
They're dumpy looking.
Big squares, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, they're just not so...
No, so, you want something that has lines and contours?
Yeah, I want a yacht. I like yachts. And gigantic sailboats. I mean, what do I care? Oh, God.
How long do you think it's going to take for that to get up there?
I don't know, Pat. I'm not a meteorologist. No, Jess is a geologist. Whenever I ask him anything like related to that kind of shit, he just looks at me like, you know, like about trees or anything. He'll go, "I'm not an arborist."
Arborist.
Arborivist.
Arborivist?
I think.
Arborist.
Arborist, maybe. Anyway.
Arborist.
Oh God, now I'll have to look.
You know what? Now it looks like we're going through a double sunrise. Because it doesn't look like the sun has risen yet. And it's already risen. You know?
That is beautiful.
It looks like the sun has come up.
Isn't it behind the cloud?
Yeah. But then it's going to pop over the top and it's going to look like the sunrise again.
That's nature for you.
Some of God's greatest gifts. Fuck this.
Those things are half empty, aren't they?
This is nobody
No?
uses them. Hardly anybody's ever there. It's like the whole subdivision is like fucking empty. There's like three.
I know, how weird.
There's like 3 people living in that subdivision back in there in that fucking valley.
They must love that.
Well, that might be pretty good. I wouldn't mind being back in there.
I wouldn't either.
I don't like the driveway so steep.
On those?
Going into that.
But the ones down the bottom, the driveways aren't steep. It's a weird thing, that place. Oh well. It's just gonna rot.
You know what I'm going to do when we're not talking? I'm going to fade the music in and out. When we're talking, I'll have music, but when it's just nature, I want it to be silent.
The clouds are so low.
It's trippy.
Cool.
This looks like it's fucking going to rain.
They said it might today, a little bit. That's why it's so neat. That's why you've got it. This is so cool.
How long before that sun's going to pop through? Look. It's close.
It's beautiful.
Look at that.
Isn't it beautiful? God, isn't it amazing?
Oh my God. Look at that fucking...
I mean, it just looks like something on National Geographic.
You know, I walked down like that thing and just fucking started popping his head right up right now. It's like...
Look at the rays that are starting to...
Yeah. I don't want to touch the camera.
No, don't.
Because the camera, like, the zoom is like, it's all...
No, you don't want...
4-year-old camera, I need a new one. Damn. when these clouds come over there, they've got some little windows in them, and then the sun will peek through. I had 17 minutes so far.
People could just put that on their big flat screen TV and just there it'd be. You know, they wouldn't have to do anything else. Have that beautiful music and that. Who needs the news? Right?
Yeah, kind of go up and down with the music levels, just so slowly, you know.
Yeah.
And then kind of fade out until there's nothing, and then there's silence, and then another song comes on. It just kind of comes in. That would be interesting.
Here it comes.
You better hurry up.
Before my stomach starts eating itself. If you wouldn't run away, see, I'd let you out, and you and I could walk while Pat does this. But you'll run away, and I'll have to sit here and wait for you for an hour. That'll piss me off.
Sunrises. I'm getting a new appreciation for sunrise now. Wow. Look at how the water is showing. Look at. Come here, Liza. Look at how the water is showing up really bright.
Oh, neat.
Right there. See?
How come we're not seeing that in real life? I don't get it.
It's the way we're looking at the fucking thing.
Pat, don't fuck with it. Just leave it alone. You can come back and do it again tomorrow at the exact same time.
I'm gonna be like addicted. I'll be sitting here every day like, I believe in you.
This guy did a series every day at the same time for a year. He photographed this corner in New York City every day at the same time for a year. It was really cool.
Wow.
From his second story window. It was interesting.
That sun's gonna pop here in a minute. It's got to. People are going to get bored with this unless they just want it for background.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of it depends on the music.
Yeah, the music, yeah.
You could break it up into a couple of videos, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you do that with that camera?
I could just use that little spot, that little sunrise. That was kind of cool.
Well, let's just leave the camera here and we'll come back later and it'll have lots of footage on it for you.
We'll catch the fucking dinosaur coming out of the water and getting on the fucking top of that island.
The churn drying. The Loch Ness Monster.
Well, is the sun ever going to break through that hole?
Well, eventually. You can't hurry nature, Pat.
You can't hurry nature. You can't hurry nature. That's a good lesson, huh?
I mean, it's going to do what it's going to do.
That's a Zen Buddhist fucking technique right there, huh? You can't hurry the sun.
No, you just can't.
How are you? Dreaming, love. How are you? Dreaming. What are you? What are you dreaming? What are you dreaming? It's a strange fascination how love lives on. No matter where we are, we belong. Tell me, where are you? Dreaming. What are you dreaming?